What's up guys, welcome back to another video of Little Scratchers. Today we are gonna be continuing our swimmer game that we started 2 months ago. Anyways guys, I'm so sorry it has been almost 3 months since I have not uploaded any videos, and that is because I was busy, I had my exams going on and some other projects and assignments. But anyways, now it's the summer holidays, I'm free, so now I will be uploading my videos regularly. Anyways, let's see what we have today in the what we have already done in this game. So now we actually have a swimmer who is dodging obstacles. We can use the we can use the W or the S and the up or down key to control the player. And now it's actually looking a bit very boring, We need to add more detail to the game. So how do we do that? Well, if you remember, in the last video we have actually uploaded these two sprites, the above grass and the below grass. We're not just gonna keep it for fun right there. What are we gonna do is we're gonna add some detail with the help of them. But how? So what if you have realized that whenever we go to the front, things appear to come to the back. And just the same way, if you watch a swimmer going to the right, all the things seems as if it's coming to the left. And that's what we're gonna do in this video. We're gonna make the grass gonna move to the left, and we're gonna do that today. So without any further delay, let's jump right into it. So before we do anything, I'm gonna duplicate these grass sprites. So I'm gonna call this above grass 1 and below grass 1. Let me put a space in there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just duplicate above grass 1 and below grass 1, such that I have 4 grass sprites: above grass 1, below grass 1, above grass 2, and below grass 2. We'll hide the above grass 2 and the below grass 2 for now. And what are we gonna do is, in the above grass 1, we're gonna make a variable. But why don't we start with the below one first, because it's fun to do that. You can do any way you want, but I prefer going from below grass to and then going to the above grass. It doesn't make sense, but still I like it. I like this. So what am I gonna do is I'm gonna go to below grass 1 and make a new variable known as ScrollX for the sprite only. This is very important, so we'll keep this for the sprite only. And what are we gonna do is we're gonna do, when the green flag is clicked, we're gonna set the ScrollX to 0, and we're gonna go to the X position as ScrollX and the Y position as -168. Let's try that, -168. And we're gonna do forever change the ScrollX by, let's say, -3, because since we wanted to go to the left, we are using negative values. Yeah, that's why we are doing -3 instead of +3. And what are we gonna do is we're gonna say go to X, ScrollX, and Y -168, the same thing. And we're gonna add an if statement inside the forever loop. And let's say if greater than So if ScrollX is greater than negative 480, then we're gonna set ScrollX to 480. So what this code does is it moves the graphs to the left, and once it goes to the left, it brings it back over here. It brings it back to the right. So this if statement makes sure that once it goes to the left, it gets back to the right. So now we got the below grass 1 done. Why don't we get the below grass 2 done as well? So what are we going to do is we're going to take this whole this whole script and put it in below grass 2. Now we don't want the same variable because it's very confusing. So what we do here is we're gonna make another variable called ScrollX2. And oops, that has to be for this sprite only. So we're gonna have it ScrollX2 for this sprite only. And we're gonna set and we're gonna replace all of these by the ScrollX2. We're gonna replace ScrollX with ScrollX2. So as you can see, I'm doing all of these right now, and there we go. We got all the ScrollX variables replaced as ScrollX2. So now we can get rid of this ScrollX variable safely. Now you might think, why did we delete the ScrollX? We need it over here, right? But what happens is, since we have put the variable as for this sprite only this sprite contains the variable. The other sprites doesn't. For example, we already have an example right here. See, lives. Lives is a variable which is present for all the sprites. So if you look here, you have lives. If you look at the barriers, you have lives, obstacles, and you get the idea, right? So if we take this and we have ScrollX right here, right? But if we go here, we don't have the ScrollX because we have put ScrollX only for this particular sprite. Anyways, let's continue. Now what are we gonna do is, since we have replaced all of these, we're gonna change this into 480, and I think we are done with the bottom sprite. Let me just show these, and as you can see, it looks as if it's moving. This adds a bit more detail to the game, and it looks pretty neat and finished. So as we did this for the bottom grass, we're gonna now do it for the above grass as well. So the same thing. What did we do? We just duplicate this. Okay, we grab this, put this in the above sprite, and in the above sprite we're gonna make a variable called ScrollX3. Oops, I keep forgetting that it's for only this particular sprite. Okay, ScrollX3 for the sprite only, and we'll just replace these, bam, bam, and that, and finally that. We'll get rid of this, delete that, and we'll set this to 0, yeah, as always. And this one needs a bit of a change. We're gonna make this go to 168 instead of negative 168, and I think we are done for this. Let's move on to the above grass, and now we're gonna do this the same thing. ScrollX4 for the sprite only. Replace these and those and this. Don't forget about this, that, and bam. We are done. We're gonna set this to 480, and we're gonna delete ScrollX3. Let's try it out. As you can see, now, oops, I think we got a problem right there. Let's see what problem we have got. Oh yeah, we have forgot to change this to 168. Because before it was -168 and it was at the bottom with the below grass, but we wanted it to be with the above grass. So now it still has the problem. Wow, I didn't expect that. Anyways guys, I'll pause the video and check what's wrong in here, and just give me a minute. Okay guys, I've made the stupid mistake of my life. I forgot to show the above grass too, which is a very dumb thing to do. I feel ashamed of myself right now. But anyways, now we got this, and it is looking very nice. As you can see, the lives, it is behind the grass. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna go to the water. Why do we call this water? Let's call these lives, and we'll make them go to the front layer. Yep, if you make it go to the front layer, it looks pretty good right now. And now it's time to add the sound effects. So let's go to our swimmer and sound. I have already added the sound in here. So this is one. Oof. Bam, 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 bam. We'll call this death, and we'll call this hit. Don't worry guys, these assets are already there in the project which I have sent to the Scratch community. So I'll put that link in the description as well. So now what are we gonna do is we're gonna say if touching obstacle, then we're gonna start the sound hit. Yep, we're gonna start the sound hit. Let's try this out. Yep, we get the oof sound. Oof. Yep. We still have it, and the game stops. But we don't want the game to stop like randomly in here. What do we want is, let's go to our lives, and instead of this stop all, we will add a broadcast. So let's say broadcast message game over. So now what are we gonna do is we're gonna say when I receive game over, you're gonna hide and stop other scripts in sprite. Stop other scripts in sprite. So at the start of the game, make sure that your player is shown, and at the death of the game, I mean like after game over, the game just, you know, the swimmer just hides and stops what he is doing. So we're gonna do the same thing for all the sprites, like all of them. And let's go. This one, that one, and that one. So now if we try out the game, oops. Yep, as I told you at the start of the game, you need to show everything. I forgot about that. At the start, you show. Let's look at the lives. Yep, we need to show these also. And the obstacles, I don't think they have to be shown because they are already shown as clones. And yeah, these can also be shown, and the player is already shown. Let's try. Yep. Now, as you can see, a normal game. a normal game. We get hit. Yep, now everything hides, and here is where we show the game over screen. So what we'll do is we're gonna make a backdrop, and we will fill the backdrop with a gradient of, let's say, red and some other red, pinkish red. It's your choice, guys. This is all your choice. I just thought I would just go with this. Let's make this darker and that a bit darker. And yeah, now we have this. What we are gonna add is we're gonna add some text to the game over screen. And let's say game over. And you can pick whatever font you want. I'll just go with handwriting and put that in the center and a bit up, maybe a bit small. These are dependent on you guys. You can choose the size, you can choose the color, you can do whatever you want with the game over screen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy paste this. Control C, Control V. It's not coming. Control C, Control V. Yep. And I'm gonna fill this with black, and I'm gonna put that up there and somewhere there, and put that back. Oops, not so back. Put it one layer back, and it'll look something like this. This is just to add a bit more detail to the game. Let me call this game over, and let me call this play area, whatever, play area. And what are we gonna do is we're gonna just be like, you survived for, and gonna put that there with a hyphen right there, and Control C, Control V, fill it with white. And as you know, what are we gonna do here is we're gonna put the seconds in there, so that the player knows for how many minutes or how many seconds he survived for. I think we'll put this right here. Yep, and we will add the detail. This will take a while, and there we go. Put that back, and there we go. So what are we gonna do here now is let's go to our lives, and let's say when the green flag is clicked, we're gonna reset the timer. Yeah, the timer will be reset, and then when I receive game over, you make a variable and you say that time, and you set the time to rounded timer. Yeah, you set it to rounded timer. So what happens is, just a second, what happens is you start playing, and the timer will show in here. We'll make that happen in just a minute. This is supposed to be when green flag is clicked, forever. Set the timer to round timer. So the time will be ticking. It will be going and going. What happens if I get rid of these round is that it shows decimal points. So decimal points doesn't make the timer look catchy. So what are we gonna do is we're gonna just get rid of the decimal points by rounding the timer value off to the nearest whole number it can find. So now what are we gonna do is when I receive a game over, you're gonna stop other scripts in Sprite. Where is, we already have the stop other scripts in Sprite here. So what are we gonna do? When I receive game over, you're gonna show the variable time and you're gonna hide the variable time in here. Let's see if that works. I actually don't think it will work. Let's just find it out. This might take time. Yep, it told the time as 18 seconds, and we'll make the time appear right here in this format, and we'll put the word seconds right here. Seconds. Make that a bit big and put that down there. Copy paste, fill it with white, and there we go. Now what we need to do is we're gonna say when the green flag is clicked, we're gonna switch backdrop to play area, and when I receive game over, you're gonna switch the backdrop to game over. So now let's try this. Yep. Yep, it switches the background to game over and everything stops. At the game over, we're gonna add a sound effect. As you know, we had that sound effect death in here, so we're gonna place sound death in here. So we're gonna play sound death until done, and that's it. We're gonna play this first. It gets that oof, oof, oof. Okay guys, that's it. The game is over. I'm gonna end this video here. If you like it, smash that like button, and guys, please subscribe to Little Scratches. We're gonna hit 150 subscribers. Thank you so much for your support, and tomorrow airship map is gonna be releasing. So what I'm gonna do tomorrow is I'm gonna play on the airship map with you guys. I will record the moments where I play the airship map, and I'm gonna end this video here. If you like it, smash that like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.